your mission, should you choose to accept it. Check out my Mission Impossible Blu-ray collection. Light the fuse. Hey everyone, and welcome to the real world. My name is Cameron. Today we're looking at my Mission Impossible Blu-ray collection. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is now in theaters. I got to check it out at the Early Access fan event at AMC Theaters in IMAX this week. Check that video out on the channel right now. But now we're going to dive into my Blu-ray collection of every Mission Impossible movie. Okay, so starting things off with Mission Impossible from 1996. This movie's rated PG-13, has a 1 hour and 50-minute runtime. It has a 4K digital intermediate, the remaster from 2018. This is the Blu-ray. I have all these on Blu-ray. This is before I went to 4K, but this one still looks great. It's got a full 1080p resolution. It was shot on film, 35 millimeter, so it looks really good, has that film grain. It also has a Dolby Digital 5.1 surround track, and it is shot in the 239:1 aspect ratio. This one, really like the packaging there. It's the traditional poster art. There's the back cover there. And this one's loaded with some pretty good bonus features as well. I'll get into those in a moment. But I like that they include some disc art on this one. That's always appreciated when they have some art on the discs. And like I said, bonus features are really good here. We've got the explosive exploits that kind of goes into the stunts in this movie. It has Spies Among Us, which is actual some real life spies talking about how the movie is accurate in some ways, inaccurate in others. Also has Catching the Train, all about the train sequence. The International Spy Museum, we get a whole tour of that. Agent Dossier, so we get to know all the characters. Generation Cruise, a kind of montage of Cruise's other films. And teaser trailers and theatrical trailers. So this is, as it says, the special collector's edition up top. And that's because it's just full of bonus features. Really, really solid movie. Really, really solid Blu-ray release. So if you don't have the movie, I recommend it. Next up, Mission Impossible 2. Released in the year 2000. This one also rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 3 minutes. This one also shot on film, 35 millimeter. It has a full 1080p resolution, a Dolby Digital 5.1 surround track, 239:1 aspect ratio. This one again is packed with bonus features. The packaging here, I guess I'll show you side by side so you can tell. It is slightly larger than your typical Blu-ray packaging. It's a little closer to almost like a DVD size packaging. And I think that's because this is actually the international Blu-ray, the region-free Blu-ray. And you can tell that because when you look at the disc, you'll see the rating on there, the 15 rating. That is an international rating system that we do not have here in the US. So sometimes we get these, region-free Blu-rays that are, manufactured overseas, but we get them over here. And they're really no different from ours. Again, as long as they're region-free, they can play on your Blu-ray player. But just wanted to point that out. Really like, again, the packaging here goes with the simple poster art. There's the back cover. And this one, again, packed with bonus features. It has a commentary by John Woo, a behind the mission special feature, which is all about the making of the movie. Mission Incredible, which goes more into the stunts. Impossible Shots, which goes more into the cinematography. There's also a music video by Metallica. Alternate titles, an alternate title sequence for the opening titles, and another Tom Cruise sort of montage, if you will. So really, really good array of bonus features. Again, shot on film, has that nice filmic quality to it, very detailed, very nice to look at, and it sounds excellent as well. The sound quality on this one's good too. So definitely would recommend, if you're a fan of MI2, picking that one up. Now we're going to jump into Mission Impossible 3. This one, similar to Mission Impossible 2, is the international Blu-ray. You'll see the kind of thicker spine there, as also different cover art from the US release, which I actually like this cover art a lot better. It's kind of Cruise in action there, whereas the other one's just more of a close-up of his face. All right, so I'm gonna pop this one open for you so you can see it here. Again, the international discs, you can see the ratings there. So that's disc 1, and this one does have a disc 2 for the bonus features, which is appreciated. The less space you take up on the disc, the better it's gonna look. So it's always appreciated when they separate the discs. There's the back cover. This one released 2006, rated PG-13, runtime 2 hours and 5 minutes, shot on 35mm film. This one only got a 2K digital intermediate. I'm not sure why, but this is, again, the 1080p version. Dolby Digital 5.1 surround track, 239:1 aspect ratio. And this one, again, a bevy of bonus features, including one of my favorite commentaries I've ever listened to, J.J. Abrams and Tom Cruise, both on the commentary for this one. They both explore the film in detail. They're funny, they're very entertaining to listen to. But this one also has lots of behind the scenes stuff. So a making of the mission, which is sort of a general overview making of featurette. Inside the IMF, which goes more into the characters. Deleted scenes are included here as well. Inside the action goes into the action sequences. Visualizing the mission, more about the visuals. Metamorphosis talks about how the series has changed over time. Scoring the mission, which is a lot of fun with Michael Giacchino. That's a really good one about the music. Another featurette called Launching the Mission. And then a Movie Phone Unscripted, which is a lot of fun. When Movie Phone was a thing, they had this segment called Unscripted where they would get the cast or the crew together and just kind of talk about the movie, answer fan questions, that kind of thing. So that's a fun featurette that I like that they included. And then a couple more, montages with Tom Cruise and his filmography. So another great assortment of bonus features on this one. Highly recommend it. Now we're going to move on to Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol was released in 2011, rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours, 13 minutes, also shot on 35mm film, as well as certain sequences shot on 65 IMAX. This one also got a 4K DI. This Blu-ray, of course, full 1080p resolution. This one has a Dolby True HD 7.1 track. The first three only have the Dolby Digital 5.1. So definite upgrade here when it comes to the audio. This one also shot 239:1 aspect ratio, except for those IMAX scenes, which we're getting in the 190:1 aspect ratio. They look spectacular. Again, excellent assortment of bonus features. Now, what's important to note is this is not the regular Blu-ray release. This is, I believe, the Target exclusive version. This one's a little bit harder to find. The typical packaging, you have Tom Cruise, I think, positioned on this side of the cover art, and he's looking a different direction. So this is a very specific cover that you need to look for if you want to get the second disc, which is full of bonus features, including Mission Accepted on set. This is a big bonus feature. They go to Prague, Dubai, Vancouver, the Russian prison, shooting in IMAX. They talk about the art department, the roll of film, the masks, the sandstorm, Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, props, the composer. That's all wrapped up in this edition of the film. Again, one of them is called Mission Accepted. That's on set with Tom Cruise, J.J. Abrams, and director Brad Bird. Then you have Impossible Missions, where they go into the different sequences of the film, the major action sequences of the film, and talk about how they pulled those off. So a lot of bonus features here, hours of bonus features, plus deleted scenes with commentary by Brad Bird, as well as some trailers for the movie. So again, for fans of bonus features like me that like figuring out how they made these films, this is the one to get. Definitely check it out. Standard Blu-ray packaging on this one. All right, I'm gonna pop this one open for you guys too. This one unfortunately does not have disc art, and that starts a trend here. They just put the title on there. That's the feature film, and then over here you have a separate disc for bonus features, and then the DVD version of the movie as well. So pretty simple. Now we're gonna move on to Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Now again, if you own this, you might not have this version. This is the Target exclusive version. different cover art. This one included a booklet which had images from the behind-the-scenes making of the movie. The rest of it's the same though. So all that's different is this cover art and that booklet that's included inside. This one released in 2015, rated PG-13, runtime 2 hours 11 minutes. Negative format is 35 millimeter. Again, they're shooting on film. This one had a 6.5K digital intermediate from 2018. So if you have the 4K version of this, you are getting the best version, no doubt about it. This is, of course, the Blu-ray, 1080p resolution, Dolby True HD 7.1 surround sound track. Aspect ratio is 239:1. Now this one features commentary by Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie, which is just as good, if not better, than the one for MI3 with Cruise and Abrams. So definitely worth checking out the commentary, which is on disc 1. Then the second disc is a Blu-ray bonus disc, which includes several bonus features, which includes lighting the fuse, which is a focus on Christopher McQuarrie, the writer-director. Cruise control, which is about how much Tom Cruise loves movies. One on the heroes, about all the cast members. Cruising altitude, about the plane sequence. Mission Immersible, which is about the underwater sequence. Sand Theft Auto, which is about the motorcycle chase. And the mission continues, which kind of covers the entire franchise. So again, an excellent assortment of bonus features. Tom Cruise is a fanatic of movies and movie making, so it's no surprise that these are chock full of bonus features and interviews with him and the cast and the crew. It's just really, really well done. So, all right, let me pop this one open for you guys. Again, set up the same way as Ghost Protocol disc, Blu-ray disc for the feature film and some bonus features, and then special features bonus disc there, as well as the DVD. Definitely worth checking out Mission Impossible Rogue Nation on Blu-ray if you haven't already. Finally, Mission Impossible Fallout, released 2018, rated PG-13, runtime of 2 hours 27 minutes. Also shot on 35mm film, 4K digital intermediate. This is the Blu-ray with 1080p resolution. This one has a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, as well as a Dolby True HD 7.1 track. This one has sequences shot in 239:1 aspect ratio and the IMAX 190:1 aspect ratio. Again, chock full of bonus features. I mean full. The entire first disc features three audio commentaries. One by Christopher McQuarrie and Tom Cruise, another by McQuarrie and Eddie Hamilton, the editor, and then a third commentary track by Lorne Balfe, who is the composer on this film. There's also an isolated score track, so you can watch the movie with all the sound effects and dialogue stripped out, and you're just listening to the score while you watch the movie, which I wish more Blu-rays did this. It's really fun. So that's disc 1. Disc 2 features Before the Fallout, which is a 7-part, 53-minute documentary on the making of Mission Impossible Fallout. It is absolutely fantastic. Then we've got a deleted scenes montage, so it just plays all the deleted scenes at one time. Then a foot chase musical breakdown. So Lorne Balfe comes back for this featurette, and he talks all about how he scored one particular scene in the film. Then there's the Ultimate Mission bonus feature, which is one where Cruise and the cast and crew talk all about how they wanted to make this one the best one yet. And then there's also storyboards you can check out and a trailer. So there's Fallout. I'll pop this one open too. I ended up moving, forgot this one comes with a booklet as well. I unfortunately misplaced the booklet for Rogue Nation, but Fallout has this one. It's called Stunts Raising the Bar. And so it's just got some quotes, some behind the scenes images from the movie, which is really fun that they added that in there. Little things like this just, add value to things. And so that's fun to have to thumb through. Like I was saying, this one, there's something defective here with my casing. It does not lock the disc in, so I ended up putting the DVD here, which I'm probably never going to use because I have all Blu-ray players in my house now. So I ended up putting the DVD there just because if you set it out, it can kind of easily pop out of there. But over here are the special features and the feature film discs on Blu-ray. This is, again, packed full of bonus features that look spectacular. It sounds great. And that goes for all these. Honestly, they are really, really well done. Every single movie in this franchise is well worth checking out. So if you haven't, they're well worth picking up. They're now all on 4K. Can't wait to get the box set once Dead Reckoning Part 2 comes out. That's the plan. Let me know what you think of the Mission Impossible movies. We're going to be talking all about them on the podcast this week. We're going to review and rank every Mission Impossible movie, including Dead Reckoning Part 1. Let us know in the comments below your favorite Mission Impossible movie. Which ones do you own? And what formats do you own them on? Let me know in the comments. Be happy to have a conversation with you there. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on The Real World.